In this video, we will learn how to find out the marginal cost from the given production function. The question is, a firm has a production function y is a function of capital and labor, that is y is equal to under root KL, and faces a wage rate of $4 and a rental rate of capital is $4 or so. We need to find out the firm's marginal cost. Okay, so what we are being given? We are being given the production function is, can I write it like this: k raised power 1 upon 2 times l raised power 1 upon 2. Wage rate is equal to 4, rental rate of capital is also 4. Okay, we need to find out the marginal cost for this firm. Okay, so to find out the marginal cost, what we need to do here in this case, we want to solve the question using the cost minimization principle. That is, we want to minimize the cost. What is the cost? Cost is the wage rate times units of labor employed plus rental rate of capital times the units of capital employed, such that k raised power 1 upon 2 times l raised power 1 upon 2 should be equal to the we want to minimize the cost subject to the production constraint. So graphically, what we want to do, if we have labor on the horizontal axis, capital on the vertical axis, with the given production constraint, let us say this is our isocon, we want to minimize the cost of producing. Okay, so it will happen at a point where the iso cost and isoconts are tangent to each other. Okay, so let us first solve it. So for optimality, our marginal rate of technical substitution between labor and capital should be equal to the ratio of the price of labor upon price of capital. Now MRTS is simply the marginal product of labor upon marginal product of capital, and it should be equal to the ratio of the prices. Here we have price of labor is W, price of capital is R. Okay, now what is marginal product of labor? It is simply the change in the total production due to the change in the units of labor employed. So mathematically it means the partial derivative of the production function with respect to labor. Similarly, MPK means the change in the total production due to the incremental change in the capital. That is, mathematically it means the partial derivative of production function with respect to capital, and it should be equal to the wage rate upon rental rate of capital. So wage rate is 4, rental rate of capital is also 4. Okay, now the partial derivative of the production function with respect to labor first will be, so the exponent of L becomes coefficient, so we have 1 upon 2, k raised power 1 upon 2 remains same, but the exponent of L is subtracted by 1, so 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. Similarly, dy upon dk means the partial derivative of the production function with respect to k. Okay, of the given production function. Okay, so in this case, the exponent of k becomes coefficient, and the exponent of k is subtracted by 1. We get minus 1 upon 2, and L raised power 1 upon 2 will remain same. It should be equal to 4 upon 4 is equal to 1, which implies, so 1 upon 2 gets cancelled. So let us transpose this k to numerator and this L to denominator. So we will get k raised power 1 upon 2 into k raised power 1 upon 2 divided by L raised power 1 upon 2 times L raised power 1 upon 2 should be equal to 1. So since base are same, we can add the exponent. So we get 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 is 1. So we get k upon L should be equal to 1, which implies k is equal to 1, rather L. Now we plug the value of k is equal to L into the production constraint here. Okay, for this, let me see if I am within the limits. So I am here. So k is equal to L. Let's plug the value of k is equal to L. So we have L raised power 1 upon 2 times L raised power 1 upon 2 should be equal to y. So again, base are same, we can add the exponent. So we get L is equal to y. Okay, if L is equal to y, k is equal to L means k is also equal to y. Now we plug the value of L and k into the cost function. Okay, so our total cost will be, let me see, rather I am in the limit. So our total cost will be equal to, so wage rate is 4, the value of L we got equal to y plus rental rate of capital is 4 and k is also y, which implies our total cost will be equal to 4y plus 4y is 8y. This is our total cost function. Now what is the marginal cost? Marginal cost is the change in the total cost due to the change in the output. Okay, so that is dy. So take derivative of this with respect to y. Derivative of y is 1, so we are left with 1, which we will, here we will get 8 into 1, which is equal to 8. That means our marginal cost will be equal to 8. I hope I make myself clear in this video and you find out this video helpful. Thank you.